Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube channel HealthQ, the place where our mission is to motivate you and help you to move on to the brighter side of the health. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate you how to teach crawling to a baby suffering from cerebral palsy. This was a requested video, came from one of our parents, so this video is dedicated to her. So now, without wasting any due time, let's see certain strategies with which you can train crawling to your child. So friends, before we start learning the crawling techniques, it's important for you to understand that crawling is a milestone. As a baby grows, he or she will attain this milestone. But in cerebral palsy, due to damage, it usually gets delayed or does not come completely. In that time, we need some additional training which will help the child to attain this milestone. And the training not only starts directly from crawling, but basically starts from gaining head control or neck control, then the trunk control or ability to sit, then the crawling position. So if your child is not able to hold the neck, then that should be your first goal. If your child is not able to hold the trunk, then that should also be your goal. If your child is not able to roll on himself or herself, then that should be your goal. Then you should come to crawling exercise. Now for the parents whose children have attained neck control, who are rolling and are also able to withhold their spine while sitting, then crawling exercise could be a good start. So what are the exercises? Let's quickly have a look. So the number one activity that I will train the child to do would be on a wedge pillow. Now crawling is a weight bearing exercise, which means that the child puts weight of his hand as well as put weights on the knees to move forward. So here the first challenge comes is of stability, right? That the spine is not stable and the weights are not being fallen down. So if you have to start the process, the first thing you need to train the child is the ability to push hand. And the best way to do that is making the child lie on a wedge. When a baby is lying down on a wedge, and if you keep some toy in front of the baby, he or she would be forced to raise the head, putting weight on the hand. So this is the first step of crawling training. Okay, so you have to practice this many times in a day so that the child learns the process of putting weight on the hand. The second thing that you need to teach the child to attain crawling is to put weight on the legs as well. Now in order to do that, again, it's good idea to use a wedge pillow, because wedge gives this slanting surface which allows you to give good support and will give good alignment to the body. So in this, you have to hold the leg and the hips, and then with gentle support make kneel standing to kneel sitting. Kneel standing to kneel sitting. Now depending on the independence of child, you will determine how much support you are giving. So this you will do for almost 10 to 15 repetitions. When you are doing this, it's important that the hands are supported. So you can either use a bar in front of the baby, or else you can just take help of a table or else a stool and then train the baby to do this activity. Sit to stand. So this was the second. The third activity can be done on your lap itself, where you make the baby sleep on your lap. With this, what will happen is you would be able to give good control over the spine, and the baby would be motivated enough to pick up the toys. This will enhance hand activity, at the same time leg activity as well, because the legs are also free to move. So these are certain imitation of crawling position. One more way of imitating crawling position is with the help of a bolster. Here you have to keep a bolster, make the baby lie down on the tummy over the bolster and just roll it. So this will give a sense of movement to the child and will train the child to come to rolling position. Once you think that the child has kind of got used to all this exercise and now is doing well, then it's time to move forward. Now to move forward, what you need to do is, you need to at first place give assistance. Once on the pelvis and other one on the leg. Once the child has attained all those methods, now it's time to actually train for crawling. So the first exercise would be bring one leg forward, other leg back. Give good support over the hip region, and with other hand give support over the hand region. And encourage the child to look upward. So this would be an imitating position of crawling for the child, but with more real context. So here the child will hold it for some times. Then gradually you can bring both the hands forward and bend both the legs. And you can just ask the child to be in this position while encouraging the child to look up. Make sure to give good visual cues to encourage child lifting the head. Once you've done this, what you need to do now is you need to give pressure on the legs, hold the pelvis, and then gently give a push upward. Again, what the child will have the tendency is of looking down, but if you have placed some toys in front, then definitely child will raise the head. And just practice this position. And last but not the least is in sit to stand activity, which is also a great way to teach child putting weight. One way is sit to stand, or is the second way is putting leg pressure or leg compression. By pushing this, the child will learn to put weight on the legs, which is a very important aspect of crawling. So as I said, crawling exercises are not just like 3-4 things just you do regularly. It has to go in a step-by-step manner, and that's why you need somebody's help. So at HealthQ Rehab, we have an online program where we teach parents how to do exercises for their kids at home. If you are interested to be part of this program, make sure to check out our website. Our program is completely online, and that's why you can do it from any place in the world. Also, you get the opportunity to be part of a community of parents where there is a lot of knowledge sharing happening, a lot of conversation happening for your child's benefit. So, I welcome you all and invite you all for this community and program. On that note, I'll end this video here, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.